Netcasts you love.
From people you trust.
This is Twit.
Hello everybody, Sarah Lane from Twit here, and I was tasked with a pretty cool product for Before You Buy because I have two kitties at home and I like to know how they're doing when I'm not around because they're indoor only, so why not test out a little home security system? What this product is, it's made by Swann Security. They run the gamut on products as far as buying just a little surveillance camera to an all-in-one system. That's what I got. I got the wireless system. So it's a combination of a camera that you mount somewhere that you want to monitor. And then it comes with its own, it's basically like a tablet, and that is sort of the interface where you set up everything from. The camera itself, just a camera. All of the wireless activity is configured through this Swann tablet itself, and that stays in your house as well. That confused me a little bit at first because I thought, well, what is this? I've got a camera, and do I take this tablet with me? The tablet has to stay in the house. How is that helping anybody? So I happen to live in a pretty small apartment. I mean, I've got my camera set up, kind of looking into the apartment, and I'm pretty much looking at the whole thing, besides the fact that you can't really see my upstairs level that far. What this is designed to do, though, is to monitor up to 4 different areas in a larger estate. I will say that setting it up was kind of a pain. My little Swann tablet here that I mentioned is running some very odd version of Windows, and it's a touch screen, but it doesn't really work that well. You kind of have to really, really touch it. You know, the T sort of stuck here and there. And it was a little bit of touch and go getting my wireless network to see my camera. Once it did, though, it was smooth sailing from there, and I could pretty much put my camera anywhere. Here's the thing, though. I am now looking at what is a live video version of my house at this time, which is, I'm looking at, I set the date, I set the time, and so, yeah, we're fine. But I'm noticing that the seconds are skipping a little bit, and that's because my wireless network is not connecting to my hub all that beautifully. Part of the reason might be because when I was lifting up my little wireless antenna on either side of it, which are important for the signal, one of them almost broke off because I didn't realize how fragile that they were. Again, that's a bit of a user error, but just something to consider. What's really great is that I am running a version of my home view on my iPhone and my iPad. I wanted to try them both out. It's technically just an iPhone app, but it runs on the iPad pretty nicely. Down on the bottom, this is where I can choose to take a photo, maybe of something that I see. I can choose to zoom in or zoom out on the camera, or even change the aperture size. I can record a video of something. I can turn on or off the sound. They can't hear me, my cats, which would be kind of funny because if I were able to yell at them, they'd come running down the stairs. I know that they're sleeping under the bed right now, but I could hear them if there was some action. So it's sort of nice to be able to have this going on 2 different systems, but the app is slightly janky. I definitely, on the iPad app itself, particularly because it's running an iPhone app, it looks pretty good when you blow it up to full screen, but every once in a while, the camera doesn't want to connect and I have to restart the app. It's never really failed me for more than 30 seconds at a time, but you would like something a little bit nicer. What is nice is the image. The image is crystal clear. We're looking at my house, about 2 p.m. in the afternoon. I've got a lot of windows, besides a little bit of light being blown out in the back. I think it looks pretty crisp. I've seen other surveillance systems. Drop cam is one where the images are okay, but they're a little grainier. This is a very nice camera. And here's the best part. We're not looking at this at night, but there are infrared sensors in the camera itself. So at night, if I were to check in with my cats, let's say I'm in Europe, it's midday, but it's midnight, I would be able to see my apartment almost just as well, at least well enough to be able to know what's going on. So this is a pretty nice system. I would say the pros are the image is great. It's fairly easy to check in, to use the apps, and I can take photos and videos and toggle on and off audio. The cons, it was a B word to set up. I thought it was cumbersome. The manual walks you through it, but if I was less well versed in technology, I think that it would really confuse me. My mom would probably have a hard time with this, let's just say, and she's not an idiot either. The other thing is the apps seem a little bit janky. They're kind of, they seem a little wonky here and there. And I think it's a little bit odd that you've got your little Swann tablet that's supposed to monitor everything that you need to keep in your house. Again, this is probably for somebody, if you are LeBron James and you're on the 4th story of your huge mansion and you've got your little tablet here because you want to make sure that you can see who's at the front door before you buzz them in, makes perfect sense to me. Otherwise, I don't really know what to do with this thing because all I really want to do is monitor my house on my app. Overall, though, I know I have to make a decision. So I think I'm going to say buy. It's a good product. The camera's nice. If you like quality, it's pretty solid, and you do have a lot of options. I think that the pros outweigh the cons in this case. So that's a secure kitty cam buy from me. I'm Sarah Lane. Thanks everybody for watching, and for everyone at Before You Buy, be secure.